for uplifting both people and wildlife by connecting conservation with community prosperity in India. Dr. Krithi K. Karanth and the Center for Wildlife Studies. Now here we have another video about their amazing work.
You look at large mammals in Africa, in Asia, in North America, and Europe, they're gone for most of the places. This is what sets India apart. We have 1.4 billion people trying to live aside some of the highest densities of animals in the world. There's no doubt that human-wildlife conflict is increasing. In a country with so many people whose lives we need to make better, how are we going to create space for wildlife? Do you put wildlife first or people first? The reality is you have to put both of them first. This is where I saw my first tiger, my first leopard, my first every animal. It was also where I saw my dad collar tigers, learn to track tigers with him. It's just very hard to capture with words the extraordinary beauty of each of these animals. As a scientist, I was publishing, but all of this work wasn't making an ounce of a difference in anybody's lives. We are dealing with the poorest people in India. If they're lucky, they may live on $1,000 a year, not a month, a year. So when a herd of elephants comes through and tramples your crops, 6 months of your income just wiped off the table. The hardest one is when you have a family member killed or injured. I don't think there's a single solution to resolving human-wildlife conflict. We have to play the long and the short game. The short game is dealing with the immediate crisis. When you have a leopard on your roof, who do you call? The idea was like an emergency toll-free hotline for wildlife. You could file a claim and receive money from the government. We've done almost 29,000 of these claims. We partner with farmers, shifting them to growing things that still give you an income, but don't attract animals. The long game is inspiring our kids to care about animals. We've gone to 1,200 schools. We worked with 55,000 children, getting them excited about their wildlife.
Oh God, a tiger's alive.
We are science and technology driven, and we are very ambitious about scale. I don't want to live in a planet without tigers and elephants and bears and wolves and leopards. I don't. And once gone, you cannot bring these wildlife back. We have solutions. We have hundreds of ways we can uplift people so that you create the space for wildlife. It's about taking these solutions as far wide as quickly as possible.
Namaskara in my language, and thank you in my language, Dhanyavada. I had a magical childhood, a childhood I would gift all of your children. I started going to the jungle when I was just a year old. I saw my first tiger when I was 2. I was tracking them when I was 8. I also did weird things like distinguish bear and leopard poop, kind of smell scrape marks against a tree and say, hey, tiger pee smells like a bag of basmati rice. Did you know that? So it was amazing. 17 years of just watching animals for the joy of watching animals. If you haven't done it, please do it as soon as you can. But I also realized very, very quickly that in India, we have serious challenges facing wildlife today. Human-wildlife conflict is one of those challenges. I've spent over 20 years researching human-wildlife conflict. We've traveled to over 3,000 villages talking to people about their experiences with conflict. It could be losing a family member. It could be having a family member killed. It could be losing your crops. It could be having your livestock killed. What we realized about India was that 100,000 incidents of conflict were being reported to the government every year. Our estimate was less than 30% of people were actually filing claims with the government. And I realized being a nerdy scientist publishing papers wasn't cutting it, and we needed to do more. In the last 10 years, the Center for Wildlife Studies and I, we've designed 4 conservation programs. These programs inspire kids to celebrate and know Indian animals. These programs work with farmers to grow things that don't attract elephants. These programs respond to a conflict situation when it takes place. And these programs train frontline health and forest staff on the ground. I'm very, very proud of how we've gone from 2 to over 100 parks in less than 7 years. But we're very, very ambitious about what we want to do. You might be thinking, why should I care? I'm not from India. I've not seen any conflict. But as I said, we have these extraordinary large mammals that roam all 7 continents. We have incredible wolves and bears in North America and Europe. We have jaguars in South America. We have elephants in Africa and Asia. We have tigers. We have rhinos. And guess what we've done to them? We've acted as the god species. What is the god species? It is the single species that's wiping millions of life forms out on this planet. And we are the god species. At a time when you come to Aspen to look at all the challenges that humans are causing each other, I want you to extend that definition to non-humans on the planet. I have always said this, and I will continue to say this. We, as the god species, are stewards of this planet. We need to protect all wildlife on Earth. We've wiped out 60% of large mammals in the last 50 years. 60% in 50 years. Am I optimistic? I have to be. I have no other choice. Today, I'm very confident that CWS and I are on a path. We're very bold. We're very ambitious. We want to scale. But we also want to partner with our colleagues in Africa, in South America, in Asia, because these are the continents that hold large mammals. I believe the solutions we've designed and developed in India are simple, effective, and can go anywhere in the world. So with that, I want to thank the McNulty family, 50+ organizations, 60 laureates. We finally have non-humans at the table. Coming here gives me courage, it gives me strength, and it gives me resilience. I would love for all of you to come and see tigers in the wild with me in India. There's only 4,000 of them left, so hurry up. Thank you very much.